Good morning, everyone. I'm here. This is Robert Burns. Chris Medina and I are here at the Fiesta Americana Condesa in lovely Cancun, Mexico, and I have the distinct privilege and pleasure of having a business discussion with Chris. We're having a lot of fun here, and this is one of the benefits of Yoli, is you get these types of trips when you have a Yoli business. The thing I'm most excited about is that Chris has had absolutely explosive growth in his organization. I see, and I have the privilege of seeing, the type of volume and, more importantly, type of velocity that he's achieving that volume in his team, and his team is achieving that volume. In fact, so much so that the company has actually deployed a getting started training, most of which is a direct derivative of exactly what Chris put in place, both with graphics and the systematic way in which he's approaching the business. And we have a different video that you'll want to take a look at, where Chris explains the specifics of how he's going through the compensation plan. With this particular video, we're going to talk more about the psychology of the approach that Chris uses, and also the posture that he uses. So with that, Chris, when you're approaching or talking to a new distributor and you're kind of training them, if I'm a new member rather,
Okay.
what are you going to instruct me on the mindset that you have in your approach to the business?
Okay, good question, Robert. So, as a new distributor, guys, so one of the things that you need to understand is you need to know more about the person, what they want. So, how do you know that one? By asking them questions. Okay, so ask them, are they really serious about the business, or they just want to do the product side, or both, whatever. And some people, they want to do the business, but they're scared if they can do it. That's why they said, probably product right now. And then I just tell them, you know what, that's fair. That's my first impression when I get into this business. But you know what I found out, and when I know that you can make some money and the simplicity of the business, and then they can start listening to it. Okay, just ask them, okay, how much money you want to make? If I can show you. Okay, how much money you can invest if I tell you that you're going to make 6-figure or to 7-figure income in this business, doing it part-time. Okay, and then I do it part-time. I tell the people my story, because that's key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people can relate to you, and you always hear this verbiage in network marketing that facts tells, story sells, and I proved that one. Since the Better Body company was launched by Yoli back in October, which is 6 months ago, I've been a full-time nurse. Full-time nurse since 1992 with little kids. I have a 9-year-old and 15-year-old. So I'm a pretty busy guy, taking care of my family, my job, and then I do part-time Yoli. Okay, so what I'm telling you, if I can do it part-time as a nurse, because I work night shift. So in night shift, when you wake up in the morning, you kind of mess around your schedule. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is doable if you discipline yourself. So posture is key. So I'm going back to the question you asked me, Robert. If you're a new person getting on board, so all I need to do is dig deeper. What do you want? How much money do you want to do? How much time you can put in? Okay, are you coachable? Yes, Chris, I'm coachable. Are you willing to learn what I'm doing? Okay, because if you're not coachable, I don't want to work with you, period. There's no way for us to go to the conversation. Okay, it's done. It's not coachable.
So Chris, what if I'm a new person and I say, well, this all sounds pretty good, but I think I'd like to get a transformation kit, or I know, I think I can afford a leak kit. How would you respond to that person?
Sure. Yeah, that's good. Now I want you to try the product. And guys, for people to try the product, if they're serious, they need to be on the transformation kit. That's the only way they can get a good result of the product. Now don't push the essential kit or the optimized kit, because you end up having a hard time for them getting extra product. But anyway, if they get into the transformation kit, and just tell them, that's fine, that's just great. But you know what, if just like you tell me, you're serious in the business, right? And this is how it works. This is an investment business, so you need to invest some money. Okay, so I just tell them my story. Me walking away 6 months part-time from my work. I walk away from my full-time job. I make 6-figure income. Now I tell you.
In 6 months?
In 6 months.
That's remarkable results.
Okay, 6 months. And I ask them, do you think $1,000 one time. I'm not asking you a few times. One time, 100% investment, and it's also 100% tax write-off. Is it worth walking away from your job? If you don't want to walk away from your job, that's fine. If you love it, making six-figure income on that one, is it worth investing that one? I
Sure.
said, most of the time people will say, yes, I'll raise my case, done. Then you need to follow my sequence. So just like when I told you, in the previous video, then you just give them the story so people can comprehend, because a lot of people never been involved, owning their own business. So they don't know about it. Okay, so sometimes they think about making money is like a lottery. You buy a dollar ticket, a $2 ticket, and then you bet on it, and you're gonna be a millionaire next day. Okay, that's
Right.
not. It doesn't work. Life doesn't work like that one. You need to put something. If you want it, get it, but you need to put investment. So, example. Let's go back to the Starbucks story. People love Starbucks. Once they can relate to it. Starbucks. Yes, Chris, I love Starbucks. Do you buy their product? Yes, I buy the product. Do you want their business? Yes. Can you afford it? Said no. But that's a good business if you can afford it. Yes. So same thing with our business. You like our product, I know you're gonna get result. That's why I want you to use the transformation. I know, but if you want to do the business, you need to invest. Because the next thing we're gonna do a home party. See, in a home party, you need to have party packs, you need products. Okay, so we all know the products work, and I don't want to go into the details what's the reason behind having some extra product and whatnot. Like cutting off the waiting period of the shipment, and people get excited when they see the product and all this thing, and you can get on that one. But what we're talking right now is the psychology of your conviction and how you can get into the person. Some like us guys, take example. A lot of people wants their dream. I'll give you my example now. I'm an immigrant from the Philippines. We want to chase our dreams in the United States. We're not rich, but I know that going to United States and any kind of immigrant, when we go in here, we chase our dream. But
Hard.
for us to come in here in the States, we need to invest. We need to buy some plane ticket. We need to take the boards, pay for anything the government wants us to pay.
And you got to make it work.
Correct. That's the dream. That's the dream. I want it, so I need to invest. Same thing in here. If you apply the same concept, okay, and it's like opening a restaurant. Can you imagine when you open a restaurant, invited a lot of your friends, and doing a grand opening? When they open the door, they don't see any product. How are we gonna do that kind of business?
Can't do it.
Can't do it at all.
Yeah.
And they understand. They get it. Okay, Chris, I get it. Now.
What do you say? You have some folks obviously pre-Better Body System on your team, as some of us do that are in the organization.
Okay.
What would your advice be to that person who might have come aboard, a year ago?
Okay.
And now, obviously, with all that's going on your team and all of the velocity that's taking place and the growth and large checks that are being generated, what would you suggest to that person?
Okay, good point. So I know we got a lot of members out there been with us since the beginning. Now, if you want to do this one big, guys, so as a leader, okay, I'm talking about as a leader, and you want to do this business seriously, you need to start it within you. So if you're offering a party pack to this guy, you don't offer it to them if you yourself will want to invest it. So buy your own party pack at first, because you need your own inventory at first. And then once you yourself invested, then you already have the mindset.
So it's a case of they will do as you do, and one of the first questions is, how did you come aboard, right?
Yeah.
So in other words, it's important for that person to have that and set that example for their team, no matter when they came aboard. In other words, even if it's a while ago.
You still need products.
Right.
Now, right now, you're gonna host your own home party. Okay, you're an old distributor, you've been in a while, but you need to host your own party. You need party pack. Okay, and the party pack, it's so important, guys. I cannot emphasize so much on how important for you to have party packs. Now, I have 5 party packs on board of my car. Last Friday, I went to Miami, and all those party packs are done. Because when I sign up somebody doing the business, they're serious. Chris, I get it. I want a party pack. So what I do, I bring my party pack, get it from my truck, give it to them. Here's your party pack. I drop ship your party pack to mine. Done. So what happened if you're a business minded, that person is so excited, having 4 kids, what will gonna happen to your business?
They're ready to go.
Ready to go. They're gonna explode. And they're gonna do the same. Okay, they have their own party pack, 1 or 2 party packs that they have. They're gonna loan it to those people who sign up with party pack or serious. That's the business explosion I have right now. Yeah. So do you think if I do the essential kit, the optimized kit, I'm gonna have this kind of momentum? No. No product, no momentum, no volume.
Right.
No check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or little skinny check, not a fat one.
Not a fat check.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm telling you, my income quadrupled when I implemented this.
Well,
thing.
and I see the volume. I know what your team is doing, and I'm taking notes.
Yep. Yeah.
Chris, let's talk about a three-way call, and this is something, guys, that is such an important part of this business, and it's not something where you want to abuse your upline team member, and do it all the time. But if you've got a really key person, it's really important from time to time to do a three-way call. And one of the most important things that you can do on a three-way call is to edify the person that is the upline leader. In this case, this will be Chris, and I'm going to be the new member that just signed up. And so I'm going to embrace a little bit of Chris's story when I do this, and I'm going to have a third person on the call. For our purposes, we'll call him John. And so before I get Chris on the line, I want to have a conversation with John that sounds something like this. John, I'm about to plug you into a guy. His name is Chris, and I want to tell you a little bit about him. He's originally from the Philippines. He's come to this country. He's been a nurse since 1992. He's a full-time parent, busy as all get out. He's 40 years old, and here's what's really wild. This guy is crushing this business. He's absolutely setting records, and he is a super busy guy, so it's a real privilege to talk to him. And I want you to know that for him to take the time with as fast as his business is going is really, really pretty cool. He's on track. Over the next 2 years, I'm certain that he'll be over 7 figures in income, maybe sooner at the rate he's going, but I'm certain within a 2-year period he'll achieve that. And so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and get Chris on the line, but just know you're in a real special spot, because this is somebody that can really, really add a lot of value to your life in a whole lot of ways, but especially your business. So ring, ring, ring. Hey, Chris, this is Robert. How you doing?
Hey, Robert. Good. I'm great.
Terrific. Hey, I'm sure appreciative of you taking the time. I've got a fellow on the phone with us. His name is John. He has a background in the real estate business. And John, I want to remember me mentioning Chris is super busy, so I want to just turn it over to him, and I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Chris, John, this is Chris. And Chris, go ahead if you would, please, and just share with John what your story is. And John, by the way, Chris, just for a quick point of reference, John was thinking about coming aboard with a transformation kit, and I just wanted to have you also share what your experience has been with velocity and what you've done. So with that, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you.
Hey, John, it's Chris. Okay, nice to hear your voice, and thank you, Robert, for introducing me to John. Anyway, John, I hear some good stories from Robert. So, and you're interested of getting on board with the transformation. Okay, so let me ask this one, John. I know you're looking into also the business perspective on this one, but just like Robert, you hear about Robert, about my success, and if you wanna be successful like I do, if you want what I have, and I think you need to follow what we're doing. So if that's what you want, but I don't know what you want. Tell me, what do you want?
Well, I sure like, Robert had shared those pictures with me of the car that you have, and the fact that you'd walked away from your nursing job after just 6 months, and I know for a while during those 6 months you were part-time, but you got it done in that short a period of time and created a 6-figure income. You have my attention.
Okay, cool. So just like you said, it's very doable, John. Doing me part-time, busy family guy. But I use the system. This is about the system and duplication. So if you follow our system, you're gonna be successful on this one. And I understand where you're coming from. You wanna buy the transformation, but that's good. You're gonna experience the product. But if the business perspective, we're looking into investors right now. So if you're not ready, that's fine. You can take the product for yourself, get sexy, get the result. But if you're serious on business, you need to invest. And that's how we're gonna start. Okay, so find some ways to invest, and I'm telling you, this is a hell of a ride on your life. Okay, we're gonna teach you the proper way to do it, and same thing with your team. So first, you need to be on the party pack to invest. and then we're gonna go in from there. Because it's so important for you to be on the proper starting. Now, when you start in this business, you need to be on the right step. Okay, because if we set you up in the wrong way, then same thing will crumble down. You're gonna teach the same thing to your people. But if we teach you right, then you're gonna teach right to your people, and you're gonna get quicker result. And that's what I see. My team is exploding right now because of this system. I'm not saying that let's try this one, John. Maybe this thing it works. Okay, I've done it. It's done. Okay, so that's why I'm telling you this thing. As long as you're coachable, you know, that would be a big ride in your life. We're gonna teach you how to do that one. We're gonna hold your hand.
So Chris, how much is that gonna cost me?
Cost you right now, I can say about 1,000, probably 1,030. It depends where where you're from shipping with taxes. But $1,000, one time, and you already have the party pack for you to get going. Because after this one, we want you to host a home party. That's the reason why we want you a party pack. You have 4 transformation kits on that one, and it's so powerful for you to start that way because you have products to start. First product, the first box, the transformation is for yourself to try it, and the 3 is for your people that want to try, that you want to get on board. And Robert, we're gonna tell you, with the system that we're doing, and we have a video on how you get started.
He already showed it to me, and he actually drew it out for me, just like you did. So I understand that I'm going to make somewhere a little bit over $1,500. So not only am I going to invest that money, but I'm going to have a few $100s back to boot. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's a little struggle for me to get that, but I think I can see a way.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So that sounds great, Chris. It's going to be fun to work with you on your team.
Yeah, that'll be great, and you're so lucky having Robert, behind your team. Great person, good leader. Just follow Robert's footstep, and we're here to help you out, guys. Right?
Okay, terrific. And so Robert comes back on the line and says, "Thank you, Chris." I know this is an amazingly coincidental voice between John and Robert. But at that point, I come back on the line, and what do you do at that point with me? I'm Robert back on the line now.
Yeah, Robert, thank you so much for introducing me to John, and we're looking forward that we can work with him. I'm so excited with this guy. Okay, so if you're ready right now, John, get back to Robert and give your information, and don't wait. Stop procrastinating, okay, and start right now. And then the moment you get into the party pack, and then we can start talking about business.
Terrific. So, guys, throughout this whole thing, what you see, and the word that just keeps coming to mind is posture. Chris has excellent posture. That's why he's getting the results that he's getting, and he's teaching that to his team. To maintain that posture is crucial, and he's a master of it. So follow what's on this system, follow what he's advising, and you're going to get similar results. So thank you, Chris. I appreciate you taking the time to do that.
Thank you.
Okay, we're signing off from Cancun. Going to go out and enjoy the beach.
All right. See you all, everybody on the top. Okay, thank you.